Hey everyone, I'm Bredmo.
I'm Bunnery,
and this is IFXtra.
So, we've had quite an interesting weekend and a week so far. It was a bank holiday on Monday, and lots of you had a bank holiday probably as well, so I hope you had a nice time. We took advantage of the Jazz and Blues Festival in town. Had a few drinks, didn't we? Watched a bit of jazz. Nice. But since then, we have been working in the office, even though it's really hot, haven't we?
Oh, got that right.
Yeah.
You'll notice I've given up trying to wear the interference hoodie, so Vodaka shirt day was so hot. It's like 26, 27 in here. I can't quite see the thermometer.
Yeah. That's hot for us Brits.
Yeah,
I'm sure
that's really hot.
Some of you are used to that kind of thing, but we're not.
Degree C, I should say, as well, just in case anyone's wondering.
Yeah.
So
what's been happening this week?
Well, so the plan was to try and get this new website update done by the end of the month, which was Thursday. Which kind of didn't happen. It was kind of going on track, really. Actually, I was sort of motoring through. Yeah, we fixed a bug with replays on there. I'd sorted out most of the registration stuff and sharing and things like that. It was all coming along. I'm still having to refer to the whiteboard over there. So yeah, it was coming along pretty well. And then we had like a
blip.
Yeah.
Problem.
Well,
issue.
A thing, a policy type kind of issue.
Yeah.
So the gist is interference. We've always sort of had in mind that it's kind of targeted really at sort of 16 plus, but we've been happy to allow whoever to play because on the whole everyone's pretty sound and gets
the rules.
Yeah. Sometimes we do have some issues with people drawing and writing very bad stuff, but that's why we have a moderation system, so we can get rid of that straight away. So the issue is we had someone turn up who was really quite young, younger than we were comfortable having in the environment. The thing is, we've got this moderation system for the games, but like the forums and things, as I say, on the whole, we don't really have any problems. It's been quite a while since we've had a serious forum problem, but we're still sort of responsible for the content and what people are seeing, and yeah, I don't know. There's been a discussion about this in the forums, really, and I get the feeling that there's some sort of I think some people think I overreact about things, but the thing is, we're the ones whose names are on this, so from a legal and moral point of view, we have to actually give some thought to things like this. So minor policy change in that we are. I think realistically we're going to have to start actually having a specified minimum age in the terms and conditions that you agree to when you start playing. So because of what's been happening recently with all this data protection stuff, GDPR and things like that, according to that, the age at which you are allowed to consent to someone processing your data and all this kind of business is 13. So we're thinking about kind of aiming for that as a bottom level. I mean, that's what Facebook does, etc. It's pretty much the standard thing is 13, and then you're allowed to sort of like agree to terms and conditions and things. Now, that's not going to cause a problem for pretty much everyone.
Just one or two, maybe.
Yeah. And so part of the problem with this is there's a few sound people who will be caught up by this. So this is a sort of a temporary thing at the moment, just whilst we come up with a better solution. One that both covers us legally and I feel comfortable that
no one's coming to any harm.
Yeah. Because I don't know. It's
tricky situation, isn't it, really?
We make this thing. I feel sort of responsible for what happens with it. And if something bad happened, I don't really want to be responsible for anything untoward happening. So yeah, I mean, obviously we want to cover ourselves legally, but I want to not be worrying about things as well. Anyway, so the gist is you're going to have to agree to a set of terms saying that you are over the age of 13. Mm-hmm. However, we will be trying to work out a way to have this work even if you are, slightly under 13, something along the lines of we can maybe collect some sort of parental consent somehow, or what's looking like maybe the best solution at the moment is, I don't think the game as such is the problem. No. Because of moderation and things. Yeah. We catch bad stuff before it happens. Mm-hmm. I mean, and it's not happening much. No. I mean, in the last week, I've maybe had to deal with about three things, mm-hmm. Which I won't tell you what they were. They were quite unpleasant. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, kind of stuff that anyway, doesn't matter. But yeah, forums and the social kind of aspect, which isn't as heavily monitored, just because of resources, that's where the issue is, really. So what we might have is something like, if you're over 13, everything carries on as normal. Mm-hmm. If you're under 13, you got parental consent, or you agree that someone's supervising you or whatever, we might do something like lock out the social sort of stuff. So, no forums because, yeah, exactly.
You don't know who you're talking to, really, do you? So
yeah, you've got to be careful. And I think we also really need to throw up some warnings about sharing personal information as well.
Sure thing.
So yeah, boring admin stuff, rather than actually
taking a lot of your time, though, hasn't it, this week?
Yeah.
We will sort it out.
And it literally gives you a headache, really. Yeah.
But if Anvol's watching, don't worry, there's no upper age limit. You can be as old as you like.
Yes. We did have a concerned message there saying, please don't set an upper age limit.
It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say, your age needs to be in the 2 digits, but to be honest, even if you've got a 3-digit age, it's all good. Yeah. You may just find that you don't get some of the pop culture references, as one of the other things that was discussed this week. Yeah.
But you can look them up.
Google it. There's some Pokemon thing is happening. So Pokemon's in the news. So we're going to have a lot of Pikachus turning up,
and maybe some Eevees.
Yeah. Mm. You see, I actually understand that, but we're sort of getting to the threshold of my Pokemon knowledge there, really.
Anyway, do you think we should get on?
Yes, we should get on. So, plan for what's coming up. Finish off this website stuff. Pretty close with that. Yeah. It'll be good. We're going to sort out all of these policy things. If you're playing on the website, you'll have noticed that it's already asked you to agree to a new set of terms. Mm-hmm. We've just got to patch that into the app as well. But it is literally, here's the terms, including, this age thing. Mm-hmm. You just got to tick a box, press OK.
Carry on as normal. Yeah.
Carry on as normal. As I say, I mean, it's partially sort of data processing and all this kind of stuff, but I'll explain it all in the forums when we've worked out all the details.
Okay, right. I think it's time to see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to Sneaky for Rainforest. It's such a beautiful, dense jungle. I absolutely love it, and you can imagine David Attenborough's in there somewhere. Nice work, Sneaky.
My favourite description this week was Dude Riding a Giant Paint Roller on the Beach by Srimitar. This is another one of those simple interpretation ones that leads the game off in a whole different direction. I mean, I would have gone for penny farthing or something, or bike with massive wheel. Giant paint roller, though, made the whole thing into something else. Nice work, Srimitar.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Grampy for Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which is a brilliant cartoon of the Beatles in their heyday. You're brilliant, Grampy. Well done.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
They were amazing. So let's have a look at what's happening in the forums this week. So last week, we've been talking about what you like to draw, because I came up with the question. So I like to draw sunsets. I like to attempt them, put all different colours in. But some people do them so much better than me. I just love to look through and find all the ones that are brilliant. And people have chimed in and they've said they like to draw animals or pop cultural references again, or some people like to draw people and faces. So yeah, interesting discussion. If you want to pop in there, tell us what you like to draw.
Yeah, you can still find that thread in the general discussion forum. And in fact, one other thing that I should have mentioned earlier, we've started testing a system for pinning threads and tagging them. So you will start to see on the website initially, weekly discussion threads have a little weekly discussion tag underneath. And the current one will sit at the top of the thread list, so it's always easy to find it. Not in the apps yet, but in the next few days, hopefully.
Okay. I wonder what we'll be talking about next week.
Yeah, so, well, Ferret's back this week, so let's see what she's asking everyone.
Okay.
It's time for another classic forum game. I used to play this one as a child with my friends in school, and the stories that get created never fail to be hilarious. The rules are simple. We'll tell a story 2 words at a time, so I'll start it off, the next person will add 2 words to it, and so on. Alright, so let's begin. Long ago.
So if you'd like to chime in on that, head over to the general discussion forum. You can find the thread in there.
Absolutely. I think that's all we've got for you this week. So it just remains to say,
yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved at playinterference.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX, on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also now got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference if you'd like to support us with the ongoing upkeep of the game and making these weekly videos.
Okay. In that case, we'll see you next week.
Yep, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.